So Juan has 11 coins and dimes and quarters. So he does not have nickels, he does not have pennies, to keep it simple. If you add up all his coins, so if you take his piggy bank and empty it out, he counts $2.15. That's his value. So how many dimes and quarters does he have? The first thing I notice is he has 15 cents. So he must have at least 1 quarter. That's the only way you could get the 5 on the end, because dimes are 0.1, right? And so you could, in a problem this small, you could just start guessing. 0 dimes, 11 quarters. 1 dime, 10 quarters. 2 dimes, 9 quarters. 3, 8, 4, 7, 5, 6. And that is a valid method to solve. Sometimes that takes longer. So we're going to use algebra, but if you want to guess till you get the answer, that's fine. So he has 11 coins and dimes and quarters. So I'm going to say let D, I spelled D, let D equal number of dimes and we'll let Y, or actually Q, number of quarters. So you do not have to use this extra. Okay, the first part I see is that well, let's do he has 11 coins and dimes and quarters. So that means if I take the number of dimes and the number of quarters, I get 11. And that comes from, this is the orange part. Then I know the value of his coins is $2.15. Now you have to use some of your own knowledge, and some of your own knowledge is that dimes are worth 0.1. And that you should also know from your own knowledge that quarters, and notice they didn't tell us this, are 0.25 each. So that's why 4 quarters make $1, because they're each worth 0.25. So if I'm doing a value function, I take 0.1 times D for every dime. I go 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1. And then for quarters, those are worth 25 cents each. And the value, if I add all those up, is $2.15. So that came from the pink. And now I could solve. Now it's your choice. You could solve by substitution. You could solve by elimination. If you want to use Desmos, then you got to change these to X's and Y's and keep them straight. Which one was dimes, which one was quarters. So from here, we decided, even though substitution would probably be easier, we're going to use elimination. And so I need to decide, do I want to eliminate my D's or my Q's? That's my choice. So let me think about which one I want. So we decided to eliminate the D's. This is 0.1D. So we want this to be negative 0.1D. So I'm going to multiply this by negative 0.1. And so that'd be negative 0.1D plus negative 0.1Q equals negative 1.1. And then this one we'll leave the same. And then notice that this is plus negative 0.1 Q. It's kind of hard to see my negative sign. From there, I'll add them together because they're opposites. Those eliminate. Let's see. If you take a quarter, take away 10 cents, that's 0.15. And then if you take 2 minus 1, that's 1. 15 cents minus 10 cents is 5, so that'd be 1.05. There, I divide by 0.15. And I get Q is 1.05 divided by 0.15, and that's 7. Now, if I got an answer like 7.2 or even a negative Q, then that doesn't make sense. You can't have a half of a quarter, a third of a quarter, and if you do, it's not worth anything. You could take a quarter, cut it in half, but now it's not worth anything. So I'm glad we got a whole number, otherwise that doesn't make sense. Now, since I know there's 7 quarters, and I know that there were 4 coins in total, well, that means there must be 4 dimes. So I would say 4 dimes, 7 quarters. If I check my work, let's see, 0.1 times 4, that'd be 40 cents. And if I take 25 cents times 7, let's see, 4 will make $1, be $1.75. And if you add those together, that is $2.15. So I know, without a doubt, I'm correct. It's 4 dimes, 7 quarters.